Hi, welcome back to the channel.
Today we're making some foods and drinks inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's a show that we've been watching for the past few weeks and it's very good.
10 out of 10, would recommend. So what we're going to make is the egg tart that Aang saw when he was really hungry, and most comprehensive recipe we found was on Binging with Babish's channel. So we're gonna make both of the tarts that he made in the video, the Hong Kong version and the pastel de nata, and serve them both with some green tea.
So let's get to the kitchen.
So hungry. Is that egg custard in that tart?
Okay, so first up in our Avatar meal plan is, of course, the egg tart. So you gotta start by putting the sugar in the water and mixing that up a lot. And then you get eggs. There's a lot of eggs, but that is probably why it's called egg tart, so it kind of makes sense. You're supposed to whisk these with a whisk, so not a spoon. And then you put in condensed milk, and then whip that a lot, but you're supposed to use a whisk, not a spoon again. But who actually uses whisks? You know, we gotta be cool and rebellious. And then you mix both those together, and then you whip that up, put it in a strainer. It's better if you actually have a big strainer and not a little strainer, because then someone will be very disappointed in you. Okay, I think I'm gonna like the Hong Kong one better, because I don't really like the taste of cinnamon and lemon zest. The second one sounds a lot better. And we're using the same dough for both of them, so... And now finally onto the dough, because what's the point of actually going through all that effort of dough when you could empty out your freezer and all those millions of packets of filler dough you just have sitting in there? Actually, that's puff pastry. Just kidding. Just get puff pastry. You don't actually have to have any form of mold. Just use a glass, throw it in the oven, and then there you have it. There are your Hong Kong egg tarts. But you can't be satisfied with that, so you gotta make more. You gotta make more egg tarts. So you roll out your puff pastry dough again, but this time you can't just leave it. You gotta roll it out. And then you get water from the sink and microwave it, just for fun. Nothing I can say there. That's good. That speaks for itself. And then you somehow melt the butter in that so you can get a nice, beautiful and... Okay, so I've been told this is called laminating the dough. So you fold it so you have the nice, like... So you gotta get that all nice and ready. And then you roll it, so you have that nice swirly thing at the bottom, so it's just nice, beautiful, and flaky. You have to leave that in the fridge though, because you actually have to get started with the filling, which is water and cinnamon. I know, you may be surprised by the fact that it's cinnamon, sugar, and lemon, but that's it. You just put that in a pot, and you boil it. And then you mix that, get it all real nice. Look at those shots. Look at the angles in there. Yes. And then you get flour and some milk, some kind of milk. And you mix that, whip it up real good, and then you put that on the stove as well. I don't know if you have enough stoves for that, but just throw vanilla in it anyway, it doesn't really matter. And then you mix both of those together, and then you get eggs, but only the yolk. We can only have the yolks of the eggs. And then you put all 6 of those. That's a lot of yolks, but like, the more yolks the better. The more yolks, the easier for you to strain it, of course. And then you slice it with a bread slicer, which are actually really cool pieces of technology, you know? And then you can squish it into the muffin tin, pour your juices inside, and then, you know what, that's going
Jenna
into
Marbles?
the oven. Yes.
Jenna side?
So it can be nice,
Is that a person?
and egg tart.
Genocide?
Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. You wish you had that. Make it now.
Frankly, it's just nice to be appreciated.
And it's nice to appreciate their deep-fried festival food.
Next up on our list is the fried dough, and if you are a true Avatar nerd, you may be like, there actually wasn't any fried dough, but that's okay. It's like the unfried dough people and the fried dough. It's a mixture of both of the things. It's just so good.
Here is your tea.
And next is green tea. I think this is pretty simple. Not much explanation is going into green tea. You just put the tea in, and there you have your meal. That's all you need to eat. Good.
Flame you hot man.
Okay, so we finished cooking. We made our Uncle Iroh green tea. We made 2 types of tarts, which were
one we have the pastel de nata,
and then we also made
the Hong Kong egg tarts, which are more accurate to the show itself.
There's that one episode in which they went to
One of the Earth Kingdom cities.
There was the little fried dough. So we have
the festival.
fried
puff pastry.
Fire Guy Zuko, a little blue thing on his head, maybe Aang, and blue turtle. This is Katara.
I think it's Appa.
No, that's Appa.
Oh, okay. And then
The Earth King's bear.
our favorite character.
By looks, I would say that the fried dough didn't really win.
It looks a lot more like beignets because it puffs.
Too salty. What are your thoughts on tea?
The tea was very good.
Yeah, the tea is good.
Tea. I don't like
The
tea.
fried dough I don't really like.
I like it. I think it tastes like light fried dough.
Maybe if we had like sugar and cinnamon combined to put on top.
You got cinnamon sugar?
I just don't think I'm into fried dough.
I think it's great.
Okay,
It's a bit like egg rolls.
I'm gonna try an egg tart.
Which one should I try? Try this one at the same time as me. Okay, so this is the, which one is this?
This is the pastel de nata.
Pastel de nata.
Extra buttery.
Hey, you can tell this one actually has a custard in it.
I can see why this is Aang's favorite food.
The custard flavor is a lot better in this one, in my opinion, than the plain Hong Kong ones.
Could be a little sweeter.
Well, I like the sweetness. I don't like it too sweet.
I'm gonna try the other one now.
You think I'll just try one of the other ones.
There's definitely a huge difference.
The dough's a lot flakier than the other one. Like the other one's like, it's like the whole thing is custard. This one's like caved in on a thin bottom.
Yeah, the custard was a lot thinner on the other one because we didn't add flour.
It feels denser, but that also might be because it's cooler.
Yeah, we made those first. This is very heavy food.
I think it tastes good overall.
Which ones do you like better?
Actually, I might say the plainer ones.
Hong Kong?
But also it might just be because it's colder. I just like cold things.
Yeah, and it's pretty hot today.
I like the pastel de nata because they look nice, flaky, rich,
I kind
elegant.
of wish it was more flavored though. With the cinnamon and lemon.
What to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say I like the pastel de nata better too. I like the slight cinnamon and lemon flavors and the butterier crust. Even though that is really not how the crust is supposed to be, because first of all, we didn't make the crust for either of them. They're puff pastry. And second of all, we added butter to puff pastry, which is completely unnecessary, but apparently it tastes absolutely delicious.
Tune in next time so you can be a true spice girl.
And watch Avatar.
Please
sure to
subscribe
like
to
the
our
video
channel.
right
we
now.
need more
And I
spice
mean
babies.
right
we
now.
really want you to
Just
subscribe.
like it right
We
now.
really-
It's
come on,
such
come on.
a good video.
You just
You
press
know
that
it's
big
good.
button.
It's so good.
Subscribe.
You got
I
this.
dare you.
Just go
Just
right
come on.
down.
It's not even
If
that
the
hard.
like
You
button
can
is
do it.
right